What's going up, guys? It's Cheeny the Great back for another update video. So, a lot of what's happened this week is just pretty much figuring out how to do things. So, I told you guys that I wanted to write down everything that I do in a day, every day, at the end of the day in this book. And then hopefully that would spark some inspiration for stories or something. And I did that for a little while, and it didn't really have any inspiration whatsoever for a short story. So I think now what I'm gonna do with this is use it kind of as a sketchbook for writing. So when I do get an idea, plot it out real quick, write up maybe like a little flash story real quick just to get a feel for the vibe I want for the story. Kind of like you would in a sketchbook if you were drawing something, just a real quick idea to see how things should work out and which direction you should take it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Also, I said I was having the worst time ever trying to figure out stories to write because I just wasn't coming up with any ideas. And I think the problem was that all the ideas I had, I wanted them to be perfect, fabulous stories right off the bat. And that's not how writing works. That's not how any creative process works whatsoever. So I think I was just being too picky, and because I started writing my ideas down for stories, and I was like, oh yeah, I had this idea, oh I had this idea, I had this idea, and this one, and this one. And I realized, wow, I had a lot of ideas for short stories, enough to keep me writing for a couple weeks, you know? And I was like, why did I think I didn't have any ideas? And I think I just wanted pristine, like, perfect ideas to write a story so it would get published. And that's the wrong reason to write, and that's the wrong mentality to come from. So I started writing down the ideas I had, and I'm just gonna write them. I don't think any of them are really gonna be fabulous, but I'm gonna write them out because the best story I have ever written literally started out as the worst thing I've ever written. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect at first. I need to be less picky and just write down all my ideas and just write more. Just get writing and keep writing, and awesome stuff will happen if I keep doing that. So that's where I am with the short stories. As far as the beta readers for my novel, I haven't got any yet. It's definitely hard because the people I could ask to do it I know personally, and I don't want anyone that I know to do it because I want it to be really objective. So I think what I'm gonna do is write out some flyers, type them out and print them out, whatever, and put them up in libraries because I think that would be a good place to find people who enjoy reading and who, you know, are probably critical readers. So I think I'm gonna do that and advertise on my website a little bit. I mentioned it on Twitter and YouTube, but no one really messaged me, and I can't do it on my personal social media because all those people I know pretty much, or most of the people I know. So yeah, I'm gonna print out those flyers and put them places where I believe someone who would enjoy being a beta reader would see it. And I'm excited to do that. I don't think I got that job that I interviewed for about a week ago because I haven't heard anything back, so I guess I didn't get the job at the library, but that's okay because I still have a job and I'm thankful for that. So I think that's pretty much it. I've just been working like crazy, like I say in every video. Like, when I started this job, I got maybe 20 or 25 hours a week, and I had plenty of days off, and I had more time than I knew what to do with. And now I'm under different management, and it's a little bit different, and I'm working pretty much full-time without the benefits. I pretty much work like 38, 39 hours a week, which is awesome for my bank account, but I have no time. Like, seriously, like before, it was like I would work a full shift and then be tired. Even though I would have time after I got home to work, I would just be too tired and I wouldn't work. But now it's like I don't even have that time to come home to. I sometimes have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go to work all day, come home for the evening, and pretty much have to go to sleep so I can wake up the next day. Or sometimes I'm working extremely late and I don't get home until like 11 o'clock. To me, that's late because I go to bed around that time. So I'll get home really late and then really just have enough time to go to sleep so I could wake up the next day and do it. And I'm not complaining that I'm working so much. I do have free time, and I just need to figure out how to utilize that free time properly. And so for my days off, no more. What I used to do is like pretty even, like get work done and relax. But now it's pretty much just going to be writing oriented or work oriented or hobbies, anything that I want to get done that I don't have time to when I don't have a day off. So I think for me, to make it feel like I'm relaxing, I have to let myself have fun while I'm writing, because sometimes I get so involved in, is this going to turn out okay? How's this look? Is this professional? Is this good? You know, I'm worrying so much about that it really takes away from the fact that I love writing, and I just love storytelling, and I love making things up and creating and sharing things with people. So I really just have to focus on the fun aspect. And after, I have 3 days of work left and then 2 days off, which is crazy. So I hope that I don't become lazy, and I really do want to get a lot of work done. So what's on my to-do list for that is the flyers, writing 2 stories, coming up with the new stories to write, finishing this freaking catalog that I've been working on forever. But I do have some cool news. I got my laptop fixed. My old one that had all my stuff on it, all my old footage, everything on it, crashed without warning one day, and it would not turn back on. And I took it to the Geek Squad agents at Best Buy, because that's where I bought my laptop. And the lady told me, this is what she said, this pisses me off. She said, well, the motherboard is fried, and that's like a $300 fix. And immediately, she didn't even say, like, entertain the idea that I might want to spend it. She was like, so it's not really worth it. Here you go. And then, I wasn't going to spend $300 on that laptop because I had already had the new laptop. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. But then she was like, well, we recycle laptops here, so do you want me to take your laptop? And I thought that was a little bit weird because, like, if it's dead and it's not functioning, why would you guys want my laptop? You know what I mean? And maybe they reuse the parts of it or whatever. But I was kind of like, no, that's okay. I'll take my laptop. Just because I figured, like, I didn't think it would just magically start working again, but I figured I would want it for something. I just figured I would want it for something, or I could find someone who could get it working. And then at work, my coworker, that's what he does. He works in IT and he fixes laptops and all types of shit. So I mentioned it to him. He was like, oh yeah, just give it to me. I'll take a look at it and I'll see if I can get it fixed up. Because I told him that she said the motherboard was fried, and he was like, that's what people that don't know what they're doing say. So I was like, okay. So I gave him my laptop, and he had it for quite a long time. But I didn't want to pressure him or rush him because he was really doing something nice for me. So he fixed it, and I had to spend $60. That's it, $60 and a fixed laptop. And this bitch told me $300, and then she tried to take the laptop. But I got my laptop fixed, which is awesome. So the document that I've been working on, I've been replacing the one on my laptop because I forgot to save it off the laptop. But now I think I'm just going to keep the same one I'm doing because it's completely different than the one I have on there. But I have my old footage, my old California footage, all my pictures, my documents. It's awesome. It's so awesome. So yeah, I guess it's pretty good. Still looking for beta readers, so if you're interested, let me know. And yeah, just figuring out how to schedule writing into my life and how to work when I'm not working on a novel, pretty much. So that's it. But I hope you guys have a great day and kill it with whatever you're working on, as always. So stay motivated, stay inspired, and stay happy, guys. See ya.